it's still growing, of which it has a very high potential, and when fully maximized would be the benefits of everyone.
Marble Capital Limited has a vision of being the largest ethical fund manager in Africa. So we're not looking at just Nigeria, we're looking, continent-wide, and we are on our way towards that. In the last 2 years that we've been in operation, we've already won an award as the best Islamic asset manager in Nigeria from the reputable Business Day Annual Finance Awards. That is just a step. So in the next 5 years, we see ourselves cementing our place in Nigeria and on the continent as a leading fund manager in the ethical space. We see ourselves contributing significantly to the growth of ethical funds management in all ramifications, whether as an issuing house, whether as a fund manager, in other areas that we believe we're going to participate in the near future. And of course, by so doing, we're going to ensure that that aspect of the industry is enhanced. More competitors will come in, we believe, by us leading properly and giving the regulators that confidence that we're doing the right thing.
Do you want an investment that doesn't compromise your beliefs? No more. Marble Halal Commodities Fund. Exactly what you are looking for. The Marble Halal Commodities Fund is an open-ended mutual fund that invests in Shari'ah-compliant securitized commodities, commodity-linked fixed income instruments, and commodity-linked equities listed on exchanges licensed by the Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC. The fund caters to the needs of investors with a preference for diversified portfolios, and an ideal choice for retail investors, high-net-worth individuals, corporate bodies, and institutional investors. With Marble Halal Commodities Funds, our investors enjoy benefits such as diversified portfolios, alternative investment options, medium risks with moderate return, easy entry and exit, strong corporate governance and compliance standard, and ethical and Sharia-compliant funds. You can invest with a minimum investment of 50,000 naira. So what are you waiting for? To invest, call us at 0909111938 or visit our website at www.marblecapitallimited.com. You can visit any of our social media handles at Marble Capitals. You can also visit us at any of our addresses, Western House, 8th floor, 8 to 10 Broad Street, Lagos, or Work and Connect, 1st floor, 50 Ebitu Ukiwe Street, Jabi, Abuja. Marble Halal Commodities Funds. Invest halal, invest ethical, invest smart.
Marble Capital Limited was started in 2020. We got our license from the regulators December 2020, and we started operations January 2021.
Marble Capital Limited is an ethical fund management firm that looks to provide guidance for people, for individuals who want to invest without compromising their ethical convictions?
By investing in Marble Capital, from my personal perspective, I would say that it is sustainable to the society because our investments usually affects the society, like one-on-one impact on the society, being that we invest in socially friendly and economically friendly, environmental friendly investments.
What we do essentially is to provide ethical investment opportunities for our clients. We realize that there's so much potential in ethical investment, in Shari'ah-compliant investments, in green investments. These are niche areas that we think have not really been explored in Nigeria, and we felt that we should come around and actually play a key role in that. What we've done in the last 2 years has been to let people know that Sharia-compliant investment, ethical financing, green investments, they are real, they are here in Nigeria, and they are actually profitable alternative investment classes.
The company has a very, it has great potential because Islamic finance in Nigeria is still developing, it's still growing, of which, it has a very high potential, and when fully maximized would be the benefits of everyone.
Marble Capital Limited has a vision of being the largest ethical fund manager in Africa. So we're not looking at just Nigeria, we're looking, continent-wide, and we are on our way towards that. In the last 2 years that we've been in operation, we've already won an award as the best Islamic asset manager in Nigeria from the reputable Business Day Annual Finance Awards. That is just a step. So in the next 5 years, we see ourselves cementing our place in Nigeria and on the continent as a leading fund manager in the ethical space. We see ourselves contributing significantly, to the growth of ethical funds management in all ramifications, whether as an issuing house, whether as a fund manager, in other areas that we believe we're going to participate in the near future. And of course, by so doing, we're going to ensure that that aspect of the industry is enhanced. More competitors will come in, we believe, by us leading properly and giving the regulators that confidence that we're doing the right thing.
Do you want an investment that does not compromise your beliefs and ethical standards? Say no more. Marble Halal Commodities Fund is exactly what you are looking for. The Marble Halal Commodities Fund is an open-ended mutual fund that invests in Shari'ah-compliant securitized commodities, commodity-linked fixed income instruments, and commodity-linked equities listed on exchanges licensed by the Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC). The fund caters to the needs of investors with a preference for diversified portfolios, and an ideal choice for retail investors, high-net-worth individuals, corporate bodies, and institutional investors. With Marble Halal Commodities Funds, our investors enjoy benefits such as diversified portfolios, alternative investment options, medium risks with moderate return, easy entry and exit, strong corporate governance and compliance standard, and ethical and Sharia-compliant funds. You can invest with a minimum investment of 50,000 naira. So what are you waiting for? To invest, call us at 0909111938 or visit our website at www.marblecapitallimited.com. You can visit any of our social media handles at Marble Capitals. You can also visit us at any of our addresses: Western House, 8th floor, 8 to 10 Broad Street, Lagos, or Work and Connect, 1st floor, 50 Ebitu Ukiwe Street, Jabi, Abuja. Marble Halal Commodities Fund. Invest halal, invest ethical, invest smart.
Marble Capital Limited was started in 2020. We got our license from the regulators December 2020, and we started operations January 2021.
Marble Capital Limited is an ethical fund management firm that looks to provide guidance for people, for individuals who want to invest without compromising their ethical convictions.
By investing in Marble Capital, from my personal perspective, I would say that it is sustainable to the society because our investments usually affects the society, like one-on-one impact on the society, being that we invest in socially friendly and economically friendly, environmental friendly investments.
What we do essentially is to provide ethical investment opportunities for our clients. We realize that there's so much potential in ethical investment, in Sharia-compliant investments, in green investments. These are niche areas that we think have not really been explored in Nigeria, and we felt that we should come around and actually play a key role in that. What we've done in the last 2 years has been to let people know that Sharia-compliant investment, ethical financing, green investment, they are real, they are here in Nigeria, and they are actually profitable alternative investment classes.
The company has a very, it has great potential because Islamic finance in Nigeria is still developing, it's still growing, of which, it has a very high potential, and when fully maximized would be the benefits of everyone.
Marble Capital Limited has a vision of being the largest ethical fund manager in Africa. So we're not looking at just Nigeria, we're looking, continent-wide, and we are on our way towards that. In the last 2 years that we've been in operation, we've already won an award as the best Islamic asset manager in Nigeria from the reputable Business Day Annual Finance Awards. That is just a step. So in the next years, we see ourselves cementing our place in Nigeria and on the continent.
Good morning, everyone. Same thing. Okay. Good morning, everyone. It is with great pleasure that I welcome you all today. We acknowledge the presence of those that are with us physically, the people joining us virtually, the parties to the fund, investors, esteemed guests, and colleagues. Your presence today is a testament to our shared commitment to excellence and innovation. As we come together, let us harness the power of collaboration, idea exchange, and collective vision to pave a way for a future defined by success. Today, we gather to embark on a financial journey that merges the timeless elegance of Marble Capital Limited with the steadfast principles of Halal investing. Welcome to the grand launch of the Marble Halal Fixed Income Fund, where the foundations of faith and financial growth come together in harmony. Prepare to witness a truly innovative and ethically grounded approach to financial. Prepare to witness a truly, Okay, so welcome to the grand launch of the Marble Halal Fixed Income Fund, where the foundations of faith and financial growth come together in harmony. Prepare to witness a truly innovative and ethically grounded approach to securing your future. Let's delve into the financial world, into the world of halal investment, where each step forward is as solid as the marble that shapes our aspirations. Thank you all once again, and it's a pleasure to have you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Habiba. Thank you, everybody, for gracing our invitation once again. We would have the welcome address and introduction to Marble Halal Fixed Income Fund by Mr. Ismail Yahya. He is the head of the Asset Management Unit at Marble Capital. He is representing Dr. Hakeem Oyewale, the CEO of Marble Capital Limited, who is unavoidably absent today. Mr. Ismail.
Thank you very much. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests, investors, and friends, welcome to the launch of Marble Halal Fixed Income Fund. Today, as we stand at the crossroads of achievements, I can't help but marvel at the journey that has brought us to this remarkable moment. Not long ago, we launched our Marble Halal Commodities Fund, which was a defining moment in the field of ethical finance as the first SEC-approved commodities funds in Nigeria. And here we are today, again, about to launch the Marble Halal Fixed Income Fund. It's been a journey of growth, challenges, and triumphs. This moment marks not only a milestone, but also a testament to our unwavering commitment to ethical and sustainable finance, the complexities of the financial world, while staying true to our values, and this fund embodies that commitment. In the words of an old proverb, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. Today, we sow the seeds of a financial future rooted in ethics and responsibility. The Marble Halal Fixed Income Fund not only promises financial growth, but also aligns with your values. It's a space where ethical principles and prosperity coexist harmoniously. What sets this fund apart is its unwavering commitment to Sharia compliance and diversified portfolio. Your investment reflects not just your financial aspirations, but also your ethical standards, resonating with the highest principles of morality. As we strive for a greater Nigeria for ourselves and the generations to come, let us recognize that ethical and sustainable finance play integral roles. This fund isn't just an investment, it's a contribution to the economic landscape of Nigeria, fostering growth and stability. By investing ethically, we contribute to a brighter future for our nation and the financial freedom of our friends, family, children, and businesses. Before I conclude my speech, I want to take this moment to express my heartfelt gratitude to our remarkable Marble Capital team. In the face of adversity and challenges, we've exhibited unwavering dedication and a relentless pursuit of our goals and objectives. Without the hard work and determination, this achievement wouldn't have been made possible. My gratitude also goes to each and every one of you present here today and those joining us virtually. Your support, dedication, and belief in our mission have been the driving forces behind our success. We faced challenges and celebrated victories, and here we are again, taking the Marble Halal Fixed Income Funds to new heights. I'll request you all to invest in the Marble Halal Fixed Income Fund, invest halal, invest ethical, and invest smart. Thank you for being part of this journey, for believing in ethical finance, and for joining us as we shape history once again. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ismail. Thank you, everybody. I'll be handing the mic over to Olaito now to take over from where I stopped. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ismail. And I believe that the speech that was given just now has more than portrayed our gratitude, our love, and our promise in our goals and objectives that we will do everything we can to push ethical finance to the next level in Nigeria and hopefully globally. So the next thing on the agenda now is the presentation on the Marble Halal Fixed Income Fund, and that is going to be done by Ms. Blessing Awotundu. Thank you very much. Please proceed.
Good morning, everyone, and once again, welcome to Mabo Halal presentation. I have with me my partner. All right. Sorry. All right. Mabo Halal Fixed Income Fund is an open-ended mutual fund that focuses on Sharia compliance fixed income instruments. It also offers benefits of reliable income stream and a comprehensive capital preservation. The primary objective of the fund is to provide investors with income generation by investing in diverse halal fixed income instruments. And here we have the list of people that can invest. We have the retail individual investors, high net worth individuals, and down to asset managers. We have the investment allocation. About 70% to 100% will be invested in Sukuk and other debit instruments. About 30% will be invested in Sharia compliance fixed term investment, and 5% cash will be maintained in a Sharia compliance institution. Sorry. Why you should invest in Mabo Halal Fixed Income Fund? The fund offers a diversified into varieties of Sharia compliance fixed income instruments. The fund is exposed to a lower risk compared to stock and offers stability in investments and halal fixed income instruments. The fund also offers investors the opportunity to make financial choices that align with their beliefs, religion, and values. The fund follows Islamic finance principle, ensures investments are in line with Sharia laws, and avoid prohibited industry. And lastly, the fund offers investors steady income. The benefits of the fund: low risk prover investment to guarantee income generation. There's a minimum holding period of 90 days in which there is easy entry and exit. Capital preservation and competitive return. Strong corporate governance. The fund will be managed by professionals. And also the fund will be investing in commodities that are Sharia compliance. Here we have the key terms of the offer. As we all know, the fund name, Mabo Halal Fixed Income Fund. Fund manager, we are the fund manager at Mabo Capital Limited. Trustees to the fund, Stanbic IBTC. Custodian to the fund, we have FSDH Merchant Bank. Registrar to the fund, we have Cardinal Stone Registrar. And the size of the fund, it's a 500 million size fund. It's sold 100 naira per unit. The minimum unit you can have is 100 units, which is 10,000 naira. Parties to the fund, Mabo Capital Limited. We are the fund managers and also the leading asset management firm in Nigeria. We have Stanbic IBTC, the only AAA rated financial institution in Nigeria. FSDH Merchant Bank, they've been in existence over 3 decades now. And we have Cardinal Stone Register. They've managed over 2 billion shareholders in the country. Advisory Council of SPACT. We have Imam Ridwan Olai Jamil. He's the Chief Imam of Lekki Central Mosque, and he has also completed his first degree in Sharia and Common Law. He has written over 15 books in English and Arabic, and also memorized the entire Quran to say the title of Al-Fis. We have Dr. Said Adekunle. He currently works as a researcher at Israel and serves as a Sharia committee member of BNP Paribas in Malaysia. He's also a member of the advisory committee of SPACT of Taj Bank Nigeria Limited. Here we have the risks the fund is exposed to and the mitigation strategy protect the liquidity risk, investment and loss risk, Sharia and other non-compliance risk. For the interest rate risk, the fund investment is spread across the various fixed income security that has different maturity and duration. This helps to mitigate the risks associated with change in interest rates. For the liquidity risk, the fund will be investing in instrument listed on FMDQ exchange, which ensures ease of exit and enhanced liquidity for fund holders. And for the Sharia and non-compliance risk, we maintain a regular compliance report to SEC.
So thank you, Blessing. I'll be walking you through the final phase of the presentation, starting with the need for investment in Mabul Halal Fixed Income Fund. This is the reason why you should feel motivated to invest in this fund. The first reason is it is protected against fraudulent schemes. There are protective measures put in place against the risk associated with fraudulent crowdfunding and Ponzi schemes, hereby safeguarding your investment from potential losses. Secondly, it is a drive towards infrastructural development. So this fund plays a pivotal role in addressing Nigeria's critical need for funding. This directly contributes to the enhancement of infrastructure, support for development projects, and advancement of the nation's overall progress. And finally, there are professional guidance mechanisms put in place to assist investors. So the involvement of professionals proactively eliminates the risk of losing capital by exposing investors to optimal allocation of fixed income rates and the availability of Shari'ah-compliant investment opportunities. Now we'll go to talk about Mabo Capital Limited. Mabo Capital Limited is a leading ethical and Sharia-focused fund management firm in Nigeria. And our business lines include offering advisory services, environmental and social governance, and finally, we also offer asset management services. We are proud to inform you that as of 2022, we at Mabo Capital won the Business Day Bafi Award as the Islamic Asset Management Firm of the Year. And here is our tombstone, which reflects some of our previous projects which we successfully carried out. And it includes partnership with MTN and many other firms, as you can see on the screen. So that's it, FX. We have Willpower, Purple, and many other companies like that. Then finally, I will be imploring every one of us to invest in Mabul Halal Fixed Income Fund. And the process for doing that has been made very easy, whereby we can either register through the link on the screen, or better still, we can just scan the barcode. And we know there are many others who would like to obtain the hard copy form, which is very well available in our head office, which is here in Lagos and also in Abuja. And for anyone who, and also the forms can be obtained in any Jais Bank branch that is close to you. That's it, and thank you very much. We look forward to your investments.
Thank you very much, Ms. Blessing and Mr. Abdurrahman. From what I could catch from their presentation, they explained to us why we should invest in the Mabo Halal Fixed Income Fund. Why is this an option for you? That is, Mabo Capital is trying to bridge that gap of marginalization and bringing in all inclusivity into financial investment by measuring our investments in ethical, making sure all our investments are ethical, halal, and they are well supervised and monitored by experts that are in the field that are recognized. And we have parties to the fund that has been known to be the best in their fields. We have the likes of FSDH Merchant Bank, Stanbic IBTC Trustees, and the Cardinal Stone Registrar. And most importantly, let me not say I'm not hyping ourselves, but Mabo Capital Limited, in our short year of existence, 2-3 years, we have bagged a lot. So you can be rest assured your funds are safe and you can sleep at night knowing they are put to good use. And then the next thing on the agenda today, for no further delay, is Mr. Abdulwarif is going to be giving us the reason why it is important to invest in fixed income securities in the current economy. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you everyone, and welcome again to the launch of Mabul Halal Fixed Income Fund. I am Abdul Wariz Muitala, and I would be running us briefly through some of the economic importance of fixed income investment. So essentially, it's not just all about I'm earning a fixed rate of return on my investment, but also how are you actually like making contribution to economic growth in the country? How are you supporting businesses to thrive in the country, and how exactly are you making those impacts? But before I, okay, all right. So, but before I move further, I would basically just like to give us a run through of some recent economic happening in the country. So last week we have the NBS, which released the second quarter GDP report. So that shows that GDP for the second quarter of 2023 slows to 2.51% from 3.54% in 2022. And some of the major contributor for this slowdown is the oil sector, which contracts by negative 13.43%. So we can see the services sector, the contribution by sector. So we see the service sector 58.4%, industries 18%, agricultural sector 23%. Moving on, so and headline inflation for July printed at 24.08%, and some of the major drivers and the recent drivers include subsidy removal, FX unification, and the rampant insecurities in the north, which has been impacting food prices majorly. So moving on, so this is essentially showing the relationship between the indicative interest rate and inflation. So we have the inflation at 24.1%, and we have the MPR at 80.75%. So this is essentially still speaking to the fact that investors are still earning negative real returns. So moving on, so we have foreign investment inflows and foreign inflows generally, which has remained tepid in recent times. So we have the FX reserve, which has declined by 8.2% so far in the first half of the year. So we have suboptimal oil production, and we have foreign investment inflows, as indicated by the capital importation reports. So moving on, so as at March 31st, 2023, so this is showing our public debt portfolio balances, and this is without including the ways and means with the CBN. So we have about 49 trillion naira as our total public debt, and so this is me getting deep into it. So these are some of the basic assumptions for the 2023 budget, and here we can see. So I think this is where exactly I'm going. So we have 10.78 trillion naira to be financed, as this essentially represents our deficit for the 2023 fiscal years. And how do we essentially bridge this gap? How do we support the government in bridging, in financing this deficit? So essentially, fixed income investment assists in supporting economic growth. So the government needs about 10.7 million naira to finance that gap. Where does it go? Which market does it approach to get that funding? So essentially, it's the fixed income market. So the raw bond market, the bond market, the Sukuk market. That's where it gets that money. And it has some obligations to perform, building capital infrastructures. So essentially, the fixed income market helps to support economic growth and reduce poverty. So we have businesses as well. Businesses want to thrive. They are looking at business expansion. They are hoping to fund their working capital. Where do they go to? Essentially, the fixed income market. So they come, and for short-term working capital, they go to the CP market, the money market. So the fixed income market assists business in ensuring that they keep thriving and surviving. And as well, so we are conversant with the FGN Sukuk, which has been everywhere. So I think this marina was also built with the FGN Sukuk. So this Sukuk has been helping with developing critical infrastructure, building hospitals, building rails, and a lot. And it also helps promote jobs and poverty. So we have food insecurity in the country, which is something we are all fighting with. So we've seen inflation earlier at 24.8%. So essentially, we have businesses who are actually like hoping to bridge this gap. We have the likes of FX, so they do this. They need the money to actually like assist businesses, assist farmers, provide them with loans, build warehouses. So mostly they issue commercial papers, fund their working capital, issues to cook, and so on. So the fixed income market has been instrumental in supporting economic growth, assisting the capital market and financing its businesses, helping developing critical infrastructures, and promoting jobs and poverty reduction. So, but now coming down to the investors, so what are some of the basic reasons I should say I want to invest in fixed income investment? So the fact that it is professionally managed means I don't need it. It helps me to mitigate the risk of credit risk, the interest rate risk. So I'm sure earlier this year in the global market we've seen the crisis some banks face, the likes of SVB, signature banks, and all. So these were due to the fact that This was due to basically interest rate and credit risk. But the fact that you have professional managers who are managing your investment for you essentially suggests that you don't have to worry about that. They are professional managers, and they ensure that they understand when to go long on an investment and when to go short. So they understand the interest rate dynamics, and they help you manage your investment in that sense. Moving on, please. All right, so the second one is ethical and Sharia compliant. So the fact that the fund is ethical and Sharia means you can invest without it necessarily conflicting with your beliefs or your ethical beliefs. And the third one here says inflation hedging. So we've mentioned inflation earlier at 24.08%. So essentially, this might not necessarily beat inflation, but this gives you some level of protection against inflation instead of keeping your money necessarily in the bank. And the last one here is easy entry and exit. So as Blessing said earlier, the fund will be listed on some exchanges. So that means you can easily trade your positions and get liquidity as at when needed. So, but before I leave here, I'll just speak to the last aspect of it, which I believe is diversification. So you, as individuals and as institutions, we have investment, we have equities investment, we have commodities investment. So how do we essentially diversify this position? The fixed income X to bring that stability and diversification to your investment. So there's this common saying that says the fixed income market gives you the zag when the other market gives you the zig. So it helps you stabilize the market. So I think I would stop here. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you very much. I don't know if anybody else felt the ease and confidence I felt. You know, immediately was talking, right? I don't know if everybody at home as well can feel it. I just felt, it's fine. I mean, now from what Abdul Warif has told us today, he had made sure we understand the fact that you are not just investing, you are doing impactful investing, which means the fixed income market is like a box, the Mary Poppins for the federal government, the state government, the local government, when it comes to education, infrastructure, roads, everything. They have a certain reserve that, oh no, we have a fixed income somewhere. So you with the jackpot syndrome, rather than jackpot, why not invest in a fixed income investment? No, it's the truth. Invest in a fixed income investment and help to restructure Nigeria so that by the time you jackpot to Canada and you come back to Nigeria, you will not come back to the Nigeria you left behind. You are going to come back to a better Nigeria. So thank you very much, Abdul Warith, for that presentation. And now what the next thing on the agenda is the unveiling of the Mabo Halal Fixed Income Fund, which is going to be done by Mr. Ismail and the representatives of the parties to the fund. We will officially be unveiling the fund. Please, let's step forward and please, let's have pictures in place to do that. Thank you very much. Okay, can we do this on the count of 3? 1, 2, 3. Thank you all very much for being here. We recognize your presence here. Your partnership, your support so far has been incredible. And that is why we have you here today to celebrate with us. And I pray we have much, much bigger things to do together. So thank you very much. Please, can we have photos with them? Okay, without wasting any more time, the next thing on our agenda now is to have comments of the parties to the fund. So please, we would like each and every one of the parties to the fund to say 1 or 2 things, words of advice, and whatever comes to mind. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for making us be a part of this journey. My name is Osamede Fadaka. I work with the FSDH Merchant Bank. I'm the head of Global Custody. And on behalf of FSDH Merchant Bank and FSDH Nominees Limited, which is the entity, we want to say thank you once more, and we look forward to working together to make this fund a huge success. And I also want to take a cue from Abdul's presentation when talking about the asset allocation. Be rest assured that the fixed income fund is going to be well managed. We look forward to, like I said earlier, we look forward to rendering our services, making the process seamless for both the investors and the fund manager who is going to be managing the fund, to make sure that the investments are carried out as at when due, and also to work with the trustees to make sure that the unit holders are also satisfied while carrying out their requests. So thank you very much for having us here today.
Thank you also. Okay. My name is Sheyi Egbarin. I work for Stanbic IBCC trustees. We are thankful for the opportunity to work again with the Maple Capital team, and wish them a successful subscription. Please invest. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Olanike Sholalu, a representative of Cardinal Stone Registrars. We are happy to be here. We are happy to be part of this offer, and we are on standby to support the smooth running of the offer. And when it is time to pay interest on the investment, we are on standby to ensure that payment is done as at when due. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you all very much. We don't only consider you as partners, we consider you as family, and family don't forsake each other. So you know that you are investing in a family investment. And prior to that, very important, you should know that it's not interest. My Oga just explained something to me that we didn't emphasize the zero interest part of the fund. So you should know, Mr. Abdurrashid at told Ms. Auntie Ganiya, the reason I'm not investing is because of interest and everything. Now you have a non-interest one, so you should invest and don't jackpot. Let us remain here together. And then the next thing we're going to be having now is the question and answer session. And somebody asked a question, or somebody at home has the question that what is the difference between a fixed income investment, correct, and a commodity investment?
All right, thank you. The commodities investment is normally driven by market forces. It's based on market performance, and your return is volatile. To say it could have the zigzag effect, as opposed to a fixed return investment where your fund manager is giving you a value at the beginning of the investment of what your expected return is. And then over a period of, it could be a short-term instrument or a long-term instrument, but you know what you're expecting at maturity. Whereas the commodities investment or other markets-driven investments are based on market performance over that same period of maturity.
Thank you very much. I hope for whoever asked that question, that was clear enough. And we have another question that states that what has been the average return on both fixed income investment and commodity investment since 2001?
So for the fixed income investments, normally based on the products available, right? You have the Sukuk instruments, you have short-term commercial papers, and we have between 15 and 18% annualized returns on some of these investments. For commodities, it's a bit higher. And we normally, over the years of our partaking in the investment, we've not been around since 2001, right? So commodities is relatively new in terms of securitized traded commodities. And that return is on average between 20-25% annually. Sometimes it gets better, sometimes it could fall below that, but over the period of the last 5 years, it's ranged around that period, around that percentage. For fixed income instruments, we have the Sukuk, and we've done between 12.5 to 18%, depending on the structure or the instruments used.
Okay, so we have someone asking for the duration of the investment. That is, what is the period, the minimum holding days for both commodities and fixed income?
So commodities investments, we, of course, when you look at investing, the longer you stay, the better your chances of earning higher returns. But we've said that we have a 90-day holding period for our commodities investments. We are looking at the same for the fixed income, but definitely fixed income would have, it's dependent on the maturities of the underlying assets. Unlike the commodities, like I said, market driven, so there are positions that you can easily trade on a daily basis. We've also said fixed income instruments will be listed on the FMDQ, allowing for trade. So after a 90-day holding period, we expect that it should be easy to liquidate positions and move out when you want to move out, or come in when you want to come in.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. While we're waiting for other questions, okay, we have more. Someone wants to know, how do you pay unit holders and non-interest return based on the Sharia concept of the investment, since we know that the federal government is not trading with the Sukuk proceeds, for example?
So the your positions can be traded on FMDQ, like we've mentioned. As at the same time, we are based on the structure that was shown here, we have a 5% cash position that would normally want to hold, and that's for liquidity purposes normally, to ensure that at any point in time, if there is a need to check out of the market, that we have that position to hold. But for the Sukuk, there are positions that are listed on the FMDQ for trading. So at any point in time, so if the liquidity permits, you'll be able to also exit that position.
Yeah. Okay. We also have one more again. Somebody is asking, what is the minimum investment you can make for the fixed income and the commodities investment?
The fixed income, as it's the minimum unit you can buy is 100 units at 100 naira per unit. That's 10,000 naira for minimum for the fixed income investments. For the commodities, the minimum is 50,000 naira and multiples of 100 naira afterwards. So basically, you can invest a minimum of 50,000 naira in the commodities investments and a minimum of 10,000 naira in the fixed income investment.
Okay, do you have any questions in-house? Comments? Questions? Okay, I think that is all that we have for now. And the next thing on the agenda, before I move to the next thing, since we have been sitting, how many people have scanned my barcode? You have not scanned. Have you scanned at home? How many of you have scanned my barcode at home? Okay, so the barcode is on your screen. If you want to start your investment now, you can scan the barcode. You can visit our website at www.mablecapitallimited.com. You click on the mutual funds and read the prospectus. If you have any questions, you can always reach out to us, and you can visit any of our social media platforms as well at Mable Capital Limited. And then the next thing on our agenda now is the fourth session. And the first people that we'll be having is the head of asset management and the parties to the fund, 2 at a time. And after that, we'll attend to the next question. Okay, let's take the next questions first. The person said, what is the size of the fund?
It's an open-ended fund. Currently, the fixed income fund is at 500 million, right? But it's we're hoping that we hit that target and expand it. So it's currently 500 million, and the commodities, in case you're asking about commodities again, it's 3 billion, right? So all of them are open-ended funds, and our target is to get more investors in based on performance to expand the fund as big as it can get.
Okay, thank you very much. You see, the people at home are listening. So Mr. Hamino Ado just told me he has scanned the barcode. Don't worry, I have a special package for you. Don't tell anybody. I didn't promise so. Don't tell anybody I said so. Okay, so while waiting for other questions, please let's have the photo session so that we won't delay anyone. Okay, so we'll have Mr. Ismail and the representative of Stanbic IBTC first, and then we move to Cardinal Stone, FSDH, the Metropolitan Law, and Marvel Capital. I was waiting. None of you are catching up. Please let's have Cardinal Stone next. Okay, our extended family from FSDH. And then our cousin from Metropolitan Law. It's a family affair. So you know, I'm just saying I have lawyers in place, so you better be careful. If you have not scanned the barcode and you are here and you are at home, you are watching my screen, you have not scanned my barcode, I have a lawyer present. Thank you. And then the Marble family, please just take pictures. If you're at home, don't worry, just smile at your screen. I'll capture you from here. I thought you never asked. Thank you very much. Oh, okay. Oh, wow, we still have a lot of questions. Okay. What's the limited duration to the exit of the fund? Okay, so the initial holding period is 90 days. And we at Jais, okay, and we have a message from Jais Bank stating that they are happy to be part of this journey and they shall continue to be participating. Thank you very much. And then, yes, the presentation is going to be shared as well. Thank you very much for your congratulatory message. And yes, we're going to share the presentation via email. And like I said, if you still have questions after listening to the presentation, you can visit our website, go to any of our social media platforms and place a call to us. Thank you very much. And this is where we'll be drawing the curtain, but it is not the end of the show. This is just the teaser. The main movie is still coming in the cinema, so you all should look out. And I'll be giving the closing remark on behalf of my CEO, my orgas at the table, my extended family members. We want to thank everyone that has been present here today, people that are here physically and those that are joining us virtually. It has been more than an honor, and it's not just an honor alone. It has been our pleasure doing business with you, having you around, and being partners with us when it comes to putting ethical finance in the front there where it should be, and to show the world that investing ethically, investing in Sharia compliance investments is not just investments alone. It's impactful, it's beneficial to both parties. And I want to implore everyone once again to make sure that you are part of a change, you are part of a development. Your money in your bank account is not impacting anybody, it's just there. So use it for something that you, your family, and your future generations will continue to benefit from, and you can sleep at night knowing, oh no, my money is fine. So once again, thank you all for being here. We appreciate your presence here, and I'm sure that very soon we are going to be in a bigger place and a much, much bigger platform. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.
فاق الرسل فضلا وعلا أهدى السبل لدلالته فاق الرسل فضلا وعلا أهدى السبل لدلالته كنز الكرم عذب الكلم هادي الأمم لشريعته أزكى النسب على الحسب هو خير نبي في أمته أزكى النسب على الحسب هو خير نبي في أمته الصبح بدا الصبح بدا الصبح بدا من طلعته الصبح بدا الصبح بدا بإشارته جبريل أتاه ليلة أسرى والرب دعاه لحضرته. جبريل أتاه ليلة أسرى والرب دعاه لحضرته. نال الشرف